Thanks for clicking on State of the City. My name's Todd Prafke. I'm the City Administrator here in St. Peter, and whether you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube on the city's channel, or maybe on St. Peter Public Access Channel 7 or Channel 8, thanks for taking the time and clicking on us or watching us. My goal here is to cover a couple of things today on January 9th. It's about 4:30 on January 9th, is to cover some things from the workshop and some tidbits of information that you might find useful. So here, I had somebody mention to me today that I got to get it closer to the camera and try and hold it steady. This is the agenda from just Monday night for the council workshop. You'll see 4 or 5 primary things on there, and so I'll cover just a couple of them pretty quickly and show you a little bit more information about some of them. But the first one there was the Lego team presentation, and so this was the Robo Bros, who are part of the St. Peter robotics or area robotics team. And so these are young folks that are using Legos to do some cool stuff and solve community problems. And so this is a picture of the Robo Bros at their home turf, which is at the community center where they do work. They've been at a tournament or two, and they made a presentation to the city council at its workshop about a potential ramp for the post office, which is kind of a cool thing for them to be thinking about and looking at and working on for others. So the Robo Bros are pretty cool. Christy and Matt Baroe are the coaches, managers of the Robo Bros, and God, we just had a great time talking to them. I know the council asked them questions. It was just fun. They got energy, and so it was wonderful to visit with them and have them do a presentation about the project that they've been working on. In addition to that, Ameresco was there. Some of you may remember me talking about Ameresco, and you see the work that Ameresco did with us every night, if you're outside of your house, related to street lighting. And so they gave us a presentation, and I'm not going to show the whole thing, although we are going to put some information together and have some information additional on our Facebook page here in a few days, maybe next week, and some information on SPPA and other things. But I do want to mention, so this Ameresco project really started in about 2015. The work really occurred in 2018, 2019, and it really was 3 primary things, one of which was to do energy efficiency improvements within lots of the buildings that the city owns within St. Peter. Community center, city hall, public works facilities, and a lot of that was lighting, and some of it was closing gaps under doors and all kinds of different things. Then the second in my mind, the biggest portion of this was street lighting. You'll notice that just about all of our street lighting, except maybe 1 or 2 street lights, were changed out from the metal halide and the sodium vapor lights that we have to LEDs. And that did a bunch of things, one of which was certainly save energy, but it also made us dark sky compliant, which is super cool as well. And then the third part about that was an improved and enhanced and energy saving piece of equipment at the wastewater treatment plant. And I won't get into a lot of detail in that, other than it is a piece of equipment that kills pathogens, kind of the last treatment thing, and it uses UV lighting to do it. And so there's a component of improved kill of those bugs, and then there's a component that's energy savings, which is tremendous, and there's also a smaller component which is maintenance. So improvements all around. So one of the things that I, just as a quick, and there's some great pictures in here and that kind of stuff that shows about the lighting, but here is St. Peter saved, as a part of this project, which, by the way, the total project for all this stuff was about $2.6 million. The metric ton equivalent was 1,007 metric tons were removed, EPA greenhouse gas savings, which equates to about 214 cars being removed from St. Peter this year and really all kind of future years, 214 cars. So that is super cool and really shows a tremendous commitment on the part of the city council and the community to making our planet better, saving energy, and saving money. So one of the other things that's pretty neat about this is that it shows our energy savings here. And so we're going to save up almost $100,000 in annual energy savings. And again, the metric tons total you see down here, which I had mentioned before. So that's 12% reduction in the energy usage that we have within St. Peter for city facilities. So super cool thing. Ameresco was there. A lot of great information was shared, and I think the council was kind of happy with getting some of the results back from the information and the works that's been done over the last year and a half. The council also did a review of board and commission appointments for council members, and so that's kind of set to go for the council meeting. You can see information in our packet online, or you'll be able to hear a little bit more about that at the council meeting. They'll take action on this. And then we talked about public power, American public power, in the legislative rally that we usually have a council member or two go to. And then we also talked about council rules. Every year about this time, the first meeting of the year is sometimes called the organizational meeting, and so they have to approve the rules by which they are, as a body, are going to operate. So those are some of the big things that occurred at that workshop. Again, everything that's behind this agenda, all the packet that the council sees, is available on our website, so you can certainly take a look at that. So let me hit a few tidbits of information and making this maybe a little bit shorter one than usual. If you are not signed up for the hot sheet in the new year, please do. It's our electronic newsletter. It comes out about 48 or 49 weeks of the year. Lots of great information is included in there. Sometimes it's kind of light information, or a date or two about when Christmas tree pickup was, or about recycling. And sometimes there's some very in-depth stuff about taxes, or how recycling works, or what you need to do in relation to recycling. And so even though I promised every week there would be a recycling tip, my recycling tip is sign up for the hot sheet. You get it electronically. You don't have to have a paper copy. You can get it electronically. And not every time, but often we have a lot more in-depth tips on food waste composting and on recycling. Let me mention some other things related to recycling. If you haven't seen this is some of the information we have on our website. I did have a mention of wrapping paper. Remember, if you still have wrapping paper hanging around from the holiday that you're going to get rid of, wrapping paper is not recyclable. Great deals on LED lighting for your home, brighter than ever. And if you want to know more about rebates, here's where you can go. Save energy in stpeter.com. Save energy in stpeter.com. And this was for LED lighting. But if you just go to that website, you'll see lots of rebates and lots of ideas about how you can save energy in St. Peter and get rebates when you change out to Energy Star appliances. And we'd really encourage you to do that. That has a significant impact. You know, about 70+% of the energy that we use in St. Peter is used at homes, not necessarily industry like you might think, but in homes. And so what we can all do in our homes is do LED lighting and some of those Energy Star appliances to make a big difference on our overall energy consumption and our carbon footprint. As I mentioned, carbon footprint, waste, and all those things, I do want to mention food waste composting. We have that available, so please give us a call or send an email to sallyv@stpetermn.gov. Sally can get you all the information you need to food waste compost with us. We'd love to have you join us. We got over 150 households that are participating. We'd love to have you join us in food waste composting. It is one of those ways that we can reduce costs and improve the environment at the same time. It doesn't happen all the time, frankly, so it's a great opportunity to save money overall for the entire community and improve the environment. I got to mention Census. Census Complete Count Committee met last evening, and so you're going to start to see within the next month or so lots of information about participating in Census. And I want to assure you there are lots of protections in place for data that you will share. And mention kind of one scam thing that we've heard about. We've heard that people are now calling saying they're from the Census. They call your house and say they're from the Census and they want social security numbers or things like that. Census is not going to call you. Census will not call you. But we do need you to fill out the information when it comes to you. In the mailbox and however it comes to you. They're not going to call because, man, for every person that is not counted, our community is going to lose $15,000 that we paid in that we're not going to get back. So we want to make sure that we're counting everyone. So watch for some more information like that. In the future, we're going to have some links. And in fact, under this one, I'm going to have a link for you too. So you can find out more about Census. So the Census Complete Count Committee is made up of some great people from our community, and they're going to help promote the value and the safety of Census. One last one that I have for you is that if you are interested in being on a board or commission, we have a couple openings yet. Give us a call, send us an email. We'll send you one of these, get one of these to you that you can turn in and express your interest. And here's how you might express that interest. You can give us an email, or check out our website, or check us out on Facebook, or give us a call, or we tweet, and we are on YouTube. Whew, that's it for today. I'm running out of time. Thanks for clicking on State of the City. Hope to see you again next time.